My first paranormal experience. When I was 16 years old, my father passed away suddenly, and it shook my entire family to its core. Being raised a Catholic, my beliefs wavered, and I didn't understand why a merciful God would do this to anyone in such a painful way. Up until this point, I didn't give the paranormal a second thought. My grieving process started with me being completely in solitude. I kept to myself and only spoke to 2 or 3 people, but I never went out. I felt solace in my bedroom, alone, as it helped ease the pain I was feeling. About 10 months after my dad's passing, my mom started to go out a bit more, and with my sister being in college, I was alone. Many times, sometimes all night. It was the beginning of the summer, and I was at my house alone at 11 o'clock at night. I was in my room watching television when I heard a rumbling sound coming from outside. A storm was on its way, but I had no idea how big this storm would be. I looked out my open window as I felt the wind pick up as a brief flash of lightning filled the sky. After 10 seconds, the sound of thunder was heard again. I closed my window to prevent any rain that would start any second. As the window shut, my doorbell rang, and I nearly jumped out of my skin, thinking my mom was home. I ran downstairs to unlock the door, thinking she just forgot her keys, but as I opened the door, there was no one there. I didn't give it a second thought and closed and locked the door. As I turned to go back upstairs, the doorbell rang again. I looked out of the peephole and still no one was there. I was in shock. Was this a malfunction? Was someone playing a prank on me? While I was looking through the peephole, the doorbell rang a third time, followed immediately by loud, violent knocking, causing me to jump back from the front door. I was done. I would just go up to my room and ignore any more doorbells or knocks. Was I scared? Yes. Did I think ghost? No. I thought it was an elaborate prank. While I turned to go back upstairs, I was facing my back sliding glass door, with the blinds open. As lightning filled the sky, I saw a dark towering shadow looking into my house and straight at me. At this point, I was genuinely scared, only because what I saw was not a real person. I could see right through it. I panicked and ran upstairs and slammed my bedroom door shut and picked up the television remote and turned the volume up as loud as I could to drown out the sound of doorbells or door knocks. After I gave a sigh, the thunder crashed and shook my house. And then the power went out. You have got to be kidding me, I thought. I heard all different sounds. I heard knocks, the doorbell, and another sound that I thought was the sliding glass door being pulled against the lock. What was happening? I jumped into my bed and put the pillow over my head so I didn't have to hear it anymore. After a while, I ended up falling asleep. When I woke up, the storm was over and the lights were back, and I looked around the room and heard nothing but silence. Was it all a dream? I finally looked at the clock just as the clock changed from 2:59 a.m. to 3 a.m. I was just confused and tired, so I decided to go back to sleep. I turned off the television and the light in my room, and I laid down in my bed. After a minute or so, I heard a creaking noise coming from the hallway, just beyond my closed door. I sat up and noticed my hallway light was on. I then noticed what looked like 2 shadows from under the door. It looked as if someone was standing on the other side of the door. When it finally hit me, I heard a light knock coming from the door. My entire body shook with fear. At that point, someone was in my house. I picked up my baseball bat and slowly made my way to my door, keeping my eyes on the 2 shadows I could see. I slowly reached for the doorknob and quickly swung the door open, and just like that, in an instant, the shadows were gone, and the hallway was empty. I searched every room in my house, and I was the only one there. I thought I was going crazy. I went back to my room and shut the door and just sat on my bed wide awake. The phone rang, and I checked the caller ID and saw it was my neighbor from across the street. So I picked up the phone, and this is how the conversation went. Hello?
Hi, it's Heather. I'm sorry to call so late, but did you call my house 5 minutes ago?
No, I didn't. Why?
My phone rang and I saw on the caller ID you were calling, but when I picked up, it was just the dial tone.
I'm sorry, but I didn't call.
Well, I looked at your house and noticed your lights were on.
I'm okay. I'm home alone right now, and I had a nightmare.
Wait, you're alone?
Yes, why?
I'm looking at your house and there's someone in your mom's room.
My blood ran cold. Was all I can get out when a loud thud made me yell.
Should I call the police?
Heather asked. I just checked the house. It's empty and locked up tight. Something probably just fell over.
All right, if you need anything, just call back.
Okay, talk to you later. We hung up the phone and I looked one more time in my mom's room and saw it was empty. I went back to my bedroom and went under the covers and put the pillow over my head again and fell asleep until morning. When I went downstairs and looked, that the front door was wide open. Was it a dream? A ghost? Was it a real person? I'm scared by all the possibilities.